The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. President Bongbong Marcos touts meetings with various potential investors at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland. The details of this report.
President Bongbong Marcos is back in the country after participating at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. During his arrival speech, the president said he consulted with other economic leaders on the controversial Maharlika Wealth Fund.
I took the opportunity as well to consult with our friends and partners in Davos on the Sovereign Wealth Fund as a means for us to diversify our income sources to generate various welfare effects to the Filipino people, while recognizing that this is a collaborative work with experts and our lawmakers so that its final form is what we intend to be.
Marcos Jr. also met with other world leaders like former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair and various envoys from the World Trade Organization and World Bank. He also touted his business meetings with potential investors like DP World, Glencore, and Morgan Stanley.
The business meetings held promise of new investments in many of our economic sectors, including mining, processing, digital solutions, logistics, telecommunications, renewable fuel, amongst others, and will enable our companies to participate deeper in global value chains.
Meanwhile, some members of the economic team remained in Switzerland to attend follow-up meetings with various economic and political leaders.
You will notice, of course, that Secretary Ben Jokno and Secretary Arce Balisacan are not with us as they had remained to for follow-up meetings that were not scheduled but had become scheduled after we had met with the different economic leaders and political leaders in Davos.
Before leaving, Marcos Jr. also visited the Filipino community in Switzerland, who welcomed him with a serenade. For News 5, Paul Samarita, we are One News.
President Bongbong Marcos maintains he has no intention yet to appoint an agriculture secretary. During his arrival speech on Saturday, the president said he is still looking for the right fit for the office. He added that he is not keen on appointing any former AFP officer to the post unless they are knowledgeable about agriculture. The department has been embroiled in several controversies since Marcos Jr. assumed concurrent roles as president and agriculture secretary, including the sugar crisis in 2022 and the record high prices of onions this year.
Kila eksperto sa agrikultura. Agriculture is a very complicated subject. Hindi lang kung sino-sino basta magaling mag-manager. Pag nagawa na namin yung mga yung bucket list namin, natapos na namin, alis na ako. Then I will give it to somebody else.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Supreme Court has ordered online shopping platform Lazada to reinstate 5 dismissed delivery riders. The Supreme Court found that there was an employer-employee relationship between the riders and the shopping site and held that they were entitled to back wages and benefits. The court also remanded the computation of back pay to the labor arbiter. Now, one industry group is sounding the alarm over a possible shortage in the supply of sardines if their request to increase prices is not granted. Details in this report by Faith Del Mundo.
The Canned Sardines Association of the Philippines is calling yet again on the Trade Department to allow them to increase prices of their products. The group wants a hike of at least 4 to 6%, citing higher production cost.
Kulang na yung hiningi naming adjustment to the existing situation now. Price of tin foils have gone up, and then tomato paste, which is also imported, is of the quality that the sardines manufacturers need. So given those plus the unstable prices of fuel, fishing has become a bigger problem than we expected.
But what happens if DTI doesn't hit the group's price hike request? Buen Camino says a shortage in supply of sardines is possible. This is because they needed additional funding to continue their operations.
We might close. We might reduce our operations, our production.
Another problem of sardine producer is the close fishing season.
We cannot catch fish in the months of December up to February. So baka mawalan ng inventaryo ang mga manufacturers.
Meanwhile, consumers on a budget wish that the price hikes would stop.
Siyempre, dapat wag na, bumaba naman para maano ulit ng mga tao yung mga budget na dapat anuhan nila, di ba? Kaya kailangan talaga pag-ipunan.
68-year-old retired teacher Twins also complains about the high prices of basic commodities, especially since her husband is undergoing a dialysis treatment.
So please, don't increase it too much because it's very difficult and masakit sa bulsa.
For now, a 155-gram canned sardines in tomato sauce sells for nearly 20 pesos. DTI earlier said that they have yet to approve the new suggested retail price as they are still studying the price hike request. For the president of Philippine Amalgamated Supermarkets Association, Stephen Kua, the SRP is important for the consumers.
SRP is a tool used by DTI to protect consumers from abusive retailers.
For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 10:45 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.